everybody, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 14th episode of Tales of Zestiria.
DX.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 14th episode of Tales of Zestiria, DX, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. Don't forget to like and share our videos.
And thanks for watching. So, on this episode of Tales of Zestiria, DX. So in the beginning, we see that Sori sees Rose returning from her midnight stroll.
Yeah, there we go.
But he decides not to say anything about it. I still think that for the majority, he's just kind of being willfully ignorant. That way he doesn't have to do anything about it.
He doesn't want to confront her about it just yet, so he's just letting it slide.
Yeah. Basically, kind of, he's not trying to think about it. That way That way he doesn't have to do anything about it.
But it definitely leads to a very awkward looking stare down at breakfast.
Right?
Especially with Rose trying to be like, so, how'd you sleep?
Good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he reminds me of me doing some of these discussions.
So, how was the episode?
Yeah,
Come on!
pretty much.
But yeah. Then the general
Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey joins them for breakfast because he comes with some flowers.
Oh
and
my
sweets
god,
to
it's
apologize to
oh
Rose.
my god, that was fucking adorable. Just Rose just teasing him about that stuff. That the stars in her eyes, like straight out of Lucky Star. That was hilarious.
Well, the stars in her eyes plus the cat smile. Hilarious and adorable.
Rose.
Fucking Rose.
But yeah, basically, General Sergey stops being such a stick in the mud in this episode. And he basically apologizes to Sori about the way that he was treating him.
Suspicious and everything.
Yeah.
He admits that Sori is not a bad person,
But
he is a shepherd, he has a lot of power, and thus...
Power can't be ignored.
Yeah.
I made the comparison in the reaction to Meryl Streif from Trigun. Really kind of prickly at first, but get past the shell. I think he might be a good supporting character, at least for this arc.
yeah. But then one of his... he reveals during the conversation at breakfast that he's there alone because all of his knights are doing an investigation on the disappearance of the bishop, who we learn died from an illness. Now, that's pretty impressive that they managed to make it look like an illness because Rose slit his fucking throat.
Yeah, I mean, what did you do? Just like dress the wound and all that after he died to make it look like he just fell dead of an illness?
You would have had to, like, erase the wound.
Pretty much.
Like, yeah, I don't know how they did it. It must have been magic.
Magic.
They must use magic of some sort because that would be pretty freaking impressive.
Oh man, how much would it suck to be a CSI in this world? Oh, let's hear. Yeah, I can slit someone's throat with a dagger, but use magic or some unknown means to cover everything up and throw off any possible investigation. That should be a series. CSI Zestiria.
CSI anime.
Right?
Oh shit.
Oh my.
Oh, God.
So more engaging and faster paced than most mystery anime out there. Okay, we're gonna off track.
Anyway, so one of the soldiers from the the Platinum Knights?
Yeah.
One of the soldiers from the Platinum Knights, which is the knights that General Sergey commands.
Guard the Imperial family or something.
Yeah, they're in charge of guarding the Imperial family, whereas the Blue Storm Knights
are in charge of
protecting the church.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, one of the guys from the Platinum Knights comes up and interrupts their breakfast to let General Sergei know that there was an explosion in town kind of near the church.
Damn, Megumin, she's at it again.
And there was a lot of water coming up from the hole.
Damn it, Aqua, she's at it again. Explosion. It just
wasn't. But so Sergei, it has to go down there, and Sori decides, hey, this could be malevolence, so I'd better go too. And so they both go there, and then Rose goes to Gurin's house to see where he's at. And just going over that part, it was split up throughout the episode, but basically she goes to his house, speaks with his wife, and his wife reveals that he had taken a shelf that he had made,
a masterpiece of his, really.
And he took it to the church, to the sanctuary.
Cue the shit face.
Yeah, cue the shit face. He's been missing for 3 days, and nobody knows where he is. And basically, it comes down to they acknowledge that he was killed probably by the Bluestone Knights, because they are definitely being set up as the main antagonists of this arc.
Definitely.
And just again going over Rose's story really quickly, because it was split up through the episode. She starts getting kind of emotional about it, and she wants to go to the church and basically KFE, but she can't really do that because of
it's too the scene's too hot, and
the scene's too hot.
It's crawling with knights.
Yeah. So Dezel slash makes himself appear before her again and basically goes, well, since you can't do it, I'll go kill everybody for you.
And live up to his name, I'm sure.
Yeah. The basic thing is he's like, I've seen what you've been doing, and I know that it's just. So since you cannot act right now, I will act for you.
And since I'm a seraphim, no one gives a shit.
They can't see me.
Pretty much. Well,
totally unplanned,
as it shows
by the way.
At the end of the episode, nobody, if Sori wasn't there to see him, then nobody would ever know. It's just a freaking tornado. They'd be like, oh my god, it's the Calamity. They would never know that it's a seraphim.
And actually we get a little bit of... We actually get Rose and Dezel actually...
communicating?
Talking, yeah. Just face to
quote
face.
unquote meeting for the first time.
Well, they finally give each other their names.
Yes.
So
Proper introduction.
So that was pretty awesome. The ending, the very end of the episode was really awesome.
Yeah.
Because Dezel is a badass.
I very much look forward to seeing more of him.
Indeed. Anyway, getting back to Sori and General
Sergei.
I keep forgetting his name. Anyway, so they show up to the hole, massive hole in the ground.
Insert joke here.
Insert mother joke here.
And then they decide to jump down the hole.
Yeah, they decide to go investigate. Well, Sori and the Seraphs decide to go investigate, and the general goes with. And basically, they go down into the sewers, and they see that there's malevolence down there. Sori purifies some of it, and then they get to the end of the sewers, and there's a gate there that's blocking them from entering where the church, underneath the church is.
Where the good stuff is.
And they get stopped by the Bluestone Knights. And basically, Sori realizes, hey, this is really similar to Lady Lake, how there was something really sinister underneath the church.
Common theme here, huh?
Yeah, this ain't looking so hot. This is looking a little sketchy. So...
Don't believe big religion, guys.
So they're forced to turn back, and...
Well, they pretty much know where all the action is.
Yeah, they basically know what's going on. And they're forced to turn back, and then when they exit out of the hole, lo and behold...
Actually, while they are exiting, Sori actually asks, This isn't that I don't really see a dragon. I don't think the dragon has come to Roland's. So something else must be happening. Hey General, has there been any like calamities? Have there been big things happening? And we actually get he tells us that there was a lot of rain, unending rain.
Yeah, but basically there was rain, but there was no like tornado or
nothing big,
anything like that you would normally see with a calamity. Yeah. And wasn't one of the members of the royal family falling ill a lot or something like that?
I think so. I don't know.
But yeah, that's basically it. That's the calamity for Roland. Is all the rain.
Torrent of rain over the capital.
Damn. You know, with all the rain in California recently.
It's malevolence.
I'm surprised there ain't more shit going on around here.
Well, the joke usually goes, oh, how's the weather in California? Fantastic. Mudslides are putting out the fires.
Pretty much. Anyway, so they exit out of the hole, and lo and behold, the person waiting for them is the general of the Blue Storm Knights.
Goland or...
Goldman.
Goldman?
Goldman.
Goulash.
It's Goldman.
Goldman.
It's just a...
G-O-U-L-D.
Yeah, it's just a different way to spell it.
So General Goulash makes an appearance and pretty much holds everyone up at sword point, saying, you know, what
so I heard you've been snooping around.
And we get a very tense stare down.
What of it? There's a giant fucking hole in the ground, and I want to know where it came from.
Yeah, it's like, well, my guys have been investigating this, and so I went to investigate. What the...
What's wrong? I mean, you know, I gotta make sure it's not your mother.
The hole's certainly big enough.
Yeah, I mean, we're able to throw enough hot dogs
like
down there.
It's like flying a 747 through the Grand Canyon.
Except I haven't been in a 747.
Wow.
Hey,
like
you said insert
everything.
mother jokes here. So we did.
Anyway, that was basically the end of the episode as Sori's part.
Yeah, it
But
goes
he
back
actually in the episode was with Rose and Dizzle.
And they're meeting for the first time.
Oh,
Dizzle
actually,
just-
Sori, like while they're arguing with Goldman, Sori sees Rose running along the top of the wall and
sees a tornado as well.
and sees a tornado.
Like, oh,
and
We're just gonna
he goes to
split.
follow her.
So Goldman and Sergey.
Sergey.
Yeah, you guys can hash it out. Me and this, we're gonna go over that.
Yeah, we kind of
See ya.
got something to deal with that looks like Malevolence.
Later.
We'll see you later. Yeah. So the next episode should be...
More Dizzle going off.
Actually, I'm thinking that Sori might actually have to acknowledge what's been going on with Rose next episode.
I have a feeling that's what it's setting up for, especially with that weird breakfast scene with Story just like staring down Rose. I mean, he wants to say something, but he can't, but now he'll have his opportunity to when he catches up with Rose and Dizzle.
Well, he'll kind of have his hand forced
Yeah.
to it a little bit too. So, anyway.
I mean, it's called Different Philosophy. It's called what? Different Philosophy is the name of the next episode? Or
Yeah.
something like that. So there you go. I mean, Sori's philosophy as Shepherd versus Rose's philosophy as an assassin. Ways to better society, different philosophies on the issue.
Anyway.
Episode head.
Yes.
I agree with these assassins.
I do too, honestly. But let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's gonna do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time.
Go ahead and click on my face to go to our most recent Otaku Saga talk.
Click on my face to go to Otaku Saga Gaming, our gaming channel.
And click on the waifu too to subscribe to Otaku Saga.